All right, so I'm just working on the changes that you're going to see for activity 14. It's going to be a little bit different than it was last year. And so I'm just updating the instructional video. We can't do this learning task 14.01. You'll see in the activity that it says Flash doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore, and I've got to look for an alternative to put in there next time. Then you're going to do 1402, which is just a part that happens in the tour journal. 1403, a part that happens in a tour journal. And 1404, that's in the tour journal as well. And we're not going to get to this discussion. So if we have a look, for the first part, you're going to look at chromosome disorders as you're going through the content area, and you're going to click here and edit, and you can label the chromosomal disorders from the content area. So if we go to the activity area, there's where I was saying the Flash player doesn't work. So just ignore that. But as you get going, through your content, you're going to see the chromosomal disorders highlighted there. So that's what you're going to put on here. You then need to do a little bit of research on the different disorders just to find some symptoms or like what the disorder actually looks like. What are some of the signs of the disorder? So this link is pretty good, but you can also research that online as well. Then you are going to be working on the following diagram. You can use the content area when it gets to that, if you like. Where do we go? Sort of around this area. Or I've also put in the textbook pages. So I think this is probably an easier way to do it, but it's up to you. Some of the students last year wanted the textbook pages added. So all you're doing is adding labels for 2 of the stages. So you're going to click it, click edit, and then based on the slides that you see here, you're going to label the different stages that you're seeing. The final part, well, it's not the final part. The next thing that you're going to do is as you're going through the activity in the content area, you're going to have some information about prenatal screening. And part of that, you're going to think about the reasons why you would recommend prenatal screening for Down syndrome or why you would not. This video from last year would still work minus the discussion part. And there's some sources here that might give you some ideas as well. And you can just link your web pages down below. After that, the think about it questions, this comes right out of the content area. So you're just going to fill in the blanks from the content area and then answer the following question. And then you've got your tour reflection and your ask a question. So it looks different from last year. But it follows along with the content of the activity quite well. And otherwise for activity 14, you're not, let me double check, you're not submitting anything but the tour journal. So let's look here. Yeah, so the only thing that gets submitted is the tour journal once you've completed those things as you've gone through the content area.